Hi everyone, my name is Margaux and welcome back to Media Women Worldwide. Welcome to Toronto! Year after year, the Toronto Film Festival introduces audiences to some of the industry's best films. Bradley Cooper's highly anticipated directorial debut, A Star is Born, sheds light on fame and the power of love. The film screened at the festival and cast and crew gathered to bring us backstage on the creative process of making the film.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Takes a lot to change a man. Hell, it takes a lot to try.
The truth is, it's not one thing. It's been just a sequence of sonic ideas and compositions and meeting people and saying, and I love faces and eyes and voices, and all of these people have incredible character that I just was obsessed with putting on film, and then I have such a unique dynamic with each one, and they have with each other. So in terms of the human element, that was all inspirational, and it kept evolving depending on who was going to be in the movie, which, as you can tell, it's very specific to who they are. But it really was, probably started about 6 years ago when I was at a Metallica concert, and I was behind Lars Ulrich's drum kit, and I saw the scope, the proscenium of that, and I thought, oh, just to be on the stage the whole time, that's how I want to see a movie. I've never seen a movie where all the concert footage is you're always on the stage. So really, and I wanted to tell a love story, and it was also, just not to get too specific, but it was Annie Lennox singing the cover of I Put a Spell on You, and I was looking at the veins in her neck and how pure it was, and I thought, well, that's the best way. If I could have that in the movie, because you can't hide when you're singing. So it was just a bunch of elements, but all of the epicenter is Lady Gaga. I mean, she was the one that propelled the whole thing.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Okay.
Tell me something, girl.
Do you write songs or anything?
I don't sing my own songs.
Why?
I just don't feel comfortable.
Why wouldn't you feel comfortable?
Almost every single person has told me they liked the way I sounded, but that they didn't like the way I look.
I think you're beautiful.
I think Bradley is an incredible filmmaker, and I have acted before, but I've never been a lead actress in a feature film. And every day on set was such a thrill to watch him work. It was such a thrill to act in the environment that he created. He operates with such precision, and he has such a vision, and you can see the gears turning while he's working, even while he's in character at the same time. And, yes, he would whisper things to me like Tony, or come on, assassin, or ninja, and we would pound each other, and what it helped me do was to, I had the lines memorized. He told me the most important thing was to know what I was trying to say, to tell the story that I was meant to tell in that scene. And then when we got on set, I could just throw it all away and exist in this precise but completely liberating environment. It was not rigid. It was a very artistically free experience, and I'm very, very grateful to him for believing in me. So thank you, Bradley.
Man, in the old days, I always knew, you were gonna do something, that you'd be all right. It's the first time I'm worried about you.
It almost felt like a jam session.
Yeah.
It was like an actors having a jam session. It was like a rhythm. It was like what you call vibes. There was like these palpable vibes, and everyone really liked each other. The script is supposed to like each other, but it became real. So it was a very unique experience as far as my career. I do, mostly comedies and silly movies. It's unlike anything I've ever done. And it was a real palpable vibe on the set that I think, from what I hear, translates to the screen amazing.
Yes, it does.
Hey.
What?
I just want to take another look at you.
In all the good times, I find myself longing for change.
Here's what we're gonna do.
You come sing that song that I love.
No, I can't do that.
Here we go.
It's not funny. Jack.
Look at me.
All you gotta do is trust me. That's all you gotta do.
This film was so special. This entire experience was life-changing. I have never had an artistic experience like this before. We were talking last night. I don't know that I've ever had a closer artistic friendship with someone as I do with Bradley. An understanding, an exchange. You know, it meant a lot to me, and I think to both of us, that at the beginning of making this film, we sort of shook hands literally and said, you know, he said to me, "You are an actress." I said to him, "You are a musician." And we made that exchange. And yes, I'm very excited to act more, but I'm not excited to act more because I'm interested in looking for career moves, you know, or what's going to, you know, blast me off to outer space, or however people think about it. For me, it is all about the project. It is all about the process. It is all about the work, and that is what he is all about. I mean, the preparation that he put into making this film was undeniably spectacular. He was not just writing the film, acting in the film, directing the film. He was also writing music for the film, working in the studio. And you know, I remember a time when we were in there working on a song for him, and I tell this story. I don't know if you like it when I tell this story, but I think it's a great story. And I was sitting at the console, we were listening back, and Lucas Nelson was there, and Jack's whole band. And Bradley came in, and he was like, "This isn't Jackson sound. What is this? This isn't what he sounds like. This isn't it." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I got a musician on my hands." And I loved that so much because, you know, it was so important to me that no one told him who he was supposed to be as an artist. Just like for me in my career, I never wanted someone to tell me who I am. And it was really just a privilege to watch him work in all of these different ways. I wish I could, I'm so glad you're going to see the movie, but in a way I wish I could give to all of you what we all got to experience working with him, because it was really an honor and a privilege to witness. What would be wonderful, not just for artists, but for the whole world, is that we intervene early in life when we see people struggling. I think that fame is very unnatural, and we see that Jack is struggling in this film. There's substance abuse, there's trauma. Ali also, I believe, for me, she suffered from depression at the beginning of the film, not believing in herself. And I think that it's important that we, you know, guide artists and take care of them on a psychological level as they begin to rise, because everything changes. And the truth is, people think that we change, but it's not us that changes, it's everyone around us that changes. And if we could be more careful with the human spirit, not just for the artists, but for everyone, I think that intervening early, teaching people about kindness, teaching people about compassion, teaching people about how to reach out and be there for someone, even when they don't even know that they're sad. And it might be so deep that they can't even pinpoint it. I think that that's very important, and I think it's something that's touched on in this film as well.
Lady Gaga is drawing attention with this standout performance. She promotes acceptance, compassion, and helping others, and this is why she matters so much to the world of women in media today.
We're far from the shallow now.
A Star is Born is in theaters now. To support Media Women Worldwide, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you will see our next video.